A familiar face is joining English electronic music duo Honne on its Asian tour, which includes shows in Manila, Cebu, and Davao. Singer-songwriter Beka has been touring with Honne, and now we're so happy they're back here in the Philippines to perform, as I said, not just one, not two, but in 3 venues. And lucky for us, Beka, so nice of her, woke up so early in the morning, is joining us right now here in the studio. Good morning to you, Beka. I can't believe all the traveling that you've been doing, and you're still able to be with us so early in the morning.
Is it a miracle? Maybe.
Or maybe it's jet lag.
I think it's tea. The answer is always, thank God for tea.
Well, you know, how has it been so far? I mean, you've been here, what, a couple of days?
Exactly. So this is my first ever time performing my own music in Asia. So it's been wild. I just feel so lucky. We had our first 2 nights in Taipei, in Taiwan, and it was like a dream come true, to be honest. Just very humbling and beautiful experience.
Well, what's the one thing that you remember most about the Philippines?
I think it's
food, or is it like the people?
Oh my gosh, I wish it was the food. Last time I was here, I was asking like all fans, please tell me what to eat. But I think the thing I love the most, and it's been reconfirmed this time again, is how warm the people in the Philippines are. You're so genuine and so loving. And that's not something that you have, you know, all over the world. Yeah,
well, we love having you guys back here. I mean, you have continuously entertained us. I mean, with your music, inspired us, especially for you, with your songs. And now you're here, as I said, not just 1, but 2, but 3 shows. Yeah. How have you guys prepared for the shows?
I think we had been this is our tail end of a world tour. So we've had a year of getting back to these shows, which has been so beautiful and exciting. And for me as well, doing backing vocals for them for so many years was incredible, but I think then also being able to just have a time where I get to play my own songs and then get to join them as well. It's like a double treat for me anyway.
Exactly. Yeah. It's a buy 1, take 1.
Yeah.
Something like that.
I won't get 2.
Get 2. But so what can fans expect? So you gave us a sneak peek. You are going to be performing, I mean, your songs, your EP. Which ones? All of them?
All of them.
Does it change from country to country, venue to venue?
Right. So when we first started the world tour, some of the music that I've been releasing recently hadn't come out. So Asia's the first time we're playing a brand new set for me. And then I think, you'll see with Honne, lots of new songs. But it's amazing to be back and just be able to play these songs that were released through the pandemic, post-pandemic, and now the fresh music as well for myself.
Yes, and speaking of fresh music, let's talk about that just a little bit. Yay. You're so excited. I mean, I know you have a lot up your sleeves in your jacket, somewhere tucked away. So tell me, I mean, last time I spoke to you, it was still I'll Be There.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
I mean, that was, I didn't even get into your skin yet.
Right.
It wasn't even there yet. So where are we at now?
Yeah, so this new single I just had is called Tears. It came off the back of quite a wild year for me. Last year I got diagnosed with ADHD, found out I'm neurodivergent, which I think, you'll have these things as well in your life as an adult where you kind of live your life trying to self-improve and grow and evolve, but we come against those same walls. And I think for me, it was thanks to the bravery of a fellow, radio presenter who came out and said, I have ADHD. And this kind of led me to reading about the symptoms and then led me to this moment of realizing this is what I have. And I'd started writing this single, Tears, prior to this, talking about the symptoms of feeling overwhelmed, unorganized, feeling like I'm kind of dropping all the professional balls that I shouldn't be. And then got diagnosed and had this immense moment of relief and I think self-love and self-acceptance. And so the bridge of this single is my kind of declaration to myself that, it's a beautiful power. And it's something that I can use and it's not something I have to hide.
Exactly. And I guess it helps that you actually know what was actually happening.
Exactly.
It's hard when you have no idea, why do I feel this way? What's going on, right?
Yeah, and I think for so many of us, we have these things about us that aren't normative, so they make us just feel wrong or strange or negative. And actually, they're divergent, different ways that our brains work, and we all have these things. And I guess for me, mine was finding out I have neurodiversity, so yeah.
So, okay, so with Tears, it is out and we can enjoy and of course, continuously help you inspire us and give us, you know, all of this hope and strength. And that seems to be primarily the theme of your songs. There's always something for everyone in the songs that you do.
Thank you so much.
Tell us about the last EP that you had, which is also an interesting one.
Oh, I loved. I think I.
You Got. I love You
Right.
Got.
I love You Got too. You Got was like my gift of, you know, if I could say one thing to the world, I'd want it to be You Got. This like chorus that you can sing to yourself and empower yourself with. But that whole EP was like, it kind of felt like the first one was sort of love and mental health and, you know, others. This kind of one was looking at like my heritage and my identity and where I'd come from, and just kind of drawing on that.
And your hair. Did it all stem from your hair?
It really did, yeah. I think I, as like a grown woman, had to kind of have this moment where I realised how much I can feel underrepresented. And I think so many of us can feel like that. But really facing that and realising that that underrepresentation, perhaps through my life, had meant that now, as a woman, there would be times when I'd be thinking, can I wear plaits? Is that serious? Is that high fashion? Is that beautiful?
But you know, speaking of fashion, you know, what I've seen when I look at your videos and of course the shows, you've always come out so fashionable.
Thank you.
You asked me the same question. This is something you constantly think about. I mean, what am I going to wear tonight or tomorrow?
You always look fabulous. I think I love the expression of clothes. I think they can be something that we can use and doesn't have to, you know, be a drag. And for me, I can find it really empowering just to have, just to be able to express yourself and just take yourself a bit less seriously.
Yeah, exactly.
And equally seriously, you know?
I love that nice balance that you have there. You know, I can be fun and flighty, but then, you know, I'm so empowered.
Right.
I know what I'm doing. Honne, okay, you have been together forever. I mean, some say it's like, you know, as I said, buy one, take one. I mean, you guys have been so close. Well, what is it? I mean, what makes it so magical?
Oh, I love them both so much. And they have been like my biggest champions. I'll never forget a night we were in LA and they sat me down and they were like, they call me Bex. They were like, Bex, why are you not doing your own stuff? And it was such a beautiful thing to then have them like journey that with me. I think we just deeply have a love for one another as friends, and I value them in my life so much, but they're also incredibly empowering, very patient, very nurturing, and I think it's a really unique thing to have, you know, two people who are for you in that way. And I hope and I think that they know that I'm equally.
Well, I mean, they seem to have been a part of all of these special moments. I mean, in your life. All of those big steps, I mean, from your wedding. Well, of course, I mean, they were like a non-negotiable, I would think, for your wedding. But, you know, of you being able to write your own songs. I mean, it's not an easy task.
Absolutely, and I think them being there for that first day of this very precious song, I'll Be There, which kind of was the thing that opened so many doors for me, that was a day that was sat with them. And I remember feeling really nervous. You know, they're my best friends, but feeling really nervous about sitting and having this vulnerable time with them. But it was a safe space. And again, you're so right. You know, all through the journey, even them bringing me to support them for this tour is something that, you know, the last time I was here would have been like a pipe dream. Like, no way that'll ever happen.
It's always fun traveling with friends.
Always.
I mean, even working with friends. I mean, it just makes it seem even more special and fun, and you get to explore all these wonderful countries. I mean, together. The songs that you will be singing with Honne. Still, you're famous. You're crying.
Right.
You know?
So Crying Over You, which is just always such a precious moment because that was like this very, very, very beginning of Beka. There was no Beka before Crying Over You. And then Location Unknown, which we love, and lots of other surprises.
Okay, so what is next for you? New songs with Honne, possibly? I know that you do have an album coming out.
Yeah, so next I have some singles coming out this year, which is very exciting, some more festivals. But just, I think this next body of work, Tears being the start of it, really was like an inward looking. And I think when you're writing projects of music, you're not thinking, first I'll think out, then I'll think around, then I'll think in, but it beautifully has happened that way. So the next song that's coming out is almost like a part 2 of More Than Friends, which I've been playing, and that's what's been amazing about these shows, is being able to play songs that aren't out yet in a place that I've never been before, you know, with people who are receptive. It's just a gift.
Of course, we get all the sneak peek. We
Yes,
get
there are
to
so
hear
many
it
sneak
first,
peeks.
right here. Well, we wish you all the best, and I hope you get to enjoy what we have to offer aside from us making you work so hard.
No, definitely. I think this show of the entire tour is probably, these are the ones I've been excited for most, because I will never forget the day that I'll Be There came out, and having people from the Philippines message about it was wild. In the middle of pandemic, feeling like, you know, nobody, will anyone listen to any of them? And the support from here was like stratospheric. So it's been a dream to come back genuinely and play here. So to get to do that's going to be, yeah, very, very deep, I think.
We wish you all the best,
Thank
and of
you.
course, enjoy your time here
Thank
in
you
the Philippines.
so much. Thank you for having me. Thank you.